Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the virtual Kings Cup for season 57 of NYC Trivia League. My name is Meredith. I am going to be your host this evening. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight, and thank you for playing with us in season 57. I'm very happy to be here tonight, and I'm so glad that you all have joined us. You know the drill because you all are part of the league and have been playing with us throughout the entirety of season 57, and likely many of you for many seasons beyond that. I am so grateful for all of you, and thank you for playing tonight. That Chiron going by at the bottom there is giving you the website to come to get signed up for the game this evening, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. As per usual, we're looking for that team name and email address, and yeah, you're in the league. I know you are. Tonight, we are going to be playing 4 rounds of trivia. The structure is a little bit different than what we're used to in our weekly trivia. And at the end of the evening, hopefully, we will be able to name a true winning team and pass along the emoji crowns to a new winner in season 57. As we head into this final game, let's see how things have gone throughout the entirety of the season. This is our top 10 teams after a 10-week season. Coming in 10th place, the Rubber Yolks had 246 points from their top 7 teams. In 9th place, Why Not Zoidberg. In 8th, Winning Wheel of Death. In 7th, Jack Ash Incorporated. Tied in 5th this season, we've got Team 578 and the Helsinki Syndrome. In 4th, the Blue Shells. In 3rd, Pieced It Together. In 2nd place, We Drink and We Know Things. And our winners for regular season play, who also happen to currently hold those emoji crowns from season 56, 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. Well played this season. I'm pretty sure, folks, that 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks are not able to make it this evening, though. Unfortunately, they are involved in some sort of fencing tournament, which sounds pretty amazing. With that in mind, I suppose there is definitely space for there to be a new winner here tonight. We're going to dive into our first round momentarily. Let me touch on exactly how this game is going to be structured tonight. I mentioned briefly that there are 4 rounds in tonight's game. Our first round is a question and answer style category with 10 questions. Round number 2 is the same, another Q&A round with 10 questions. However, that second round is a little different. It's special. And then our third round is going to be a picture round. We boosted that one up to the 3rd spot rather than the 4th, where we're used to it being. And then our final category of the evening is a double points, odd one out style round. I'll describe exactly how that one works when we get to that point of the quiz, but just know that it could shake up the standings heading into that final category tonight. As per usual, there are 2 rules for the game. Our first rule and most important rule: don't cheat. Do not look the answers up. We know you can do that. Don't, especially in the championship. It would not feel good to win that top spot knowing that you've looked up the answers. And rule number 2, kindly refrain from giving away the answers in the chat. Outside of that, I hope you have a great time with tonight's championship game, and I wish you all great luck. Let's do it. Our first category for the Kings Cup for season 57 of NYC Trivia League. For round number 1, we are talking all about Sorry, Wrong Number. Sorry, Wrong Number is our category. A warm welcome to the 35 teams who are playing, from the Helsinki Syndrome down to Kathleen Turner Overdrive. Best of luck to those 2 teams and every team in between. Here is round 1. Question number 1. It's a multiple choice question. In fact, in this entire round, you are going to be given four options. It is your job to select the one whose number or quantity is not the same as the other three. Not the same as the other three. Let's do it. Here's question one: the standard number of strings on its body. We've got a bass guitar, a cello, a balalaika, and a ukulele. Which one has a different number of strings? As always, make sure you click submit answers, everybody. The timer is going. It's going right now. I've got an answer for you for number one. Most of those instruments typically have four strings. The one that has three strings is a balalaika. Balalaika is a three-stringed instrument. 65% of you got that first question right. Here is our second question of the night: age when they passed away. We've got Janis Joplin, Kurt Cobain, Buddy Holly, and Amy Winehouse. Which of those numbers is different? It is true. We haven't been putting round title graphics on your answer sheet throughout season 57. So, a little bit of scrolling, a little adjustment as you get used to this championship game here this evening. It looks pretty, though. Your correct answer for number two: three of those individuals passed away at that cursed age of 27. One of them was only 22 years old, though, and that person is Buddy Holly. Buddy Holly, your correct response for question number two. Question number three: the number of electoral votes in the 2024 presidential election. The states in question are Maine, Hawaii, West Virginia, and Mississippi. Which one is different? Three of those four states have four electoral votes. One of them has six electoral votes. That one is Mississippi. Mississippi has six electoral votes. 44% of you got that one correct. Question number four: number of NBA Most Valuable Player awards. James Harden, Damian Lillard, Russell Westbrook, and Kevin Durant. Who has a different number? 3 of these basketball players have won that MVP award one time, and one of them has not won the MVP award. The person who has not is Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard, your correct answer for question number 4. 51% of you got that one right. Our 5th question in round number 1. Number of valence electrons. We've got lithium, calcium, potassium, and sodium. Which one's different? Three of these have one valence electron. We're looking at sodium, lithium, and potassium. Calcium is the one that's different with 2 valence electrons. How'd you do? 44% of you put calcium, 38% put lithium. Pretty split on that one. Question number 6, number of stripes on its national flag. We've got the Netherlands, Poland, Hungary, and Belgium. Hope you know your flags. Which one's different? Number of stripes on its national flag. 3 of them have 3 stripes. One of them has 2 stripes. The one with 2 is Poland. Poland is your answer for number 6. You did great on that one. 68% of you coming in with a correct answer. On to our 7th question in round number 1. The number of Oscar nominations for a former SNL cast member. Robert Downey Jr., Eddie Murphy, and Bill Murray. Which number is different? Two of these individuals have been nominated just one time for an Oscar thus far. Eddie Murphy nominated once for Dreamgirls, and Bill Murray nominated once for Lost in Translation. Robert Downey Jr. nominated 3 times, and now an Oscar winner for Oppenheimer. Yeah. He did it. The first ever former SNL cast member to become an Academy Award winning actor. Well done, Robert Downey Jr. And of course, you likely noticed that this is the moment in which we are giving a soft farewell to our theme for season 57 for perhaps the last time. Probably not. It's going to come back naturally, but you have just been
It's Saturday Night Live!
SNL, you've been Saturday Night Live. It's been a very broad category we've found this season. So many things have to do with SNL in one way or another, and it's been real. By being SNL'd, let's see what lies ahead of us in season 58. Question number 8. Number of Jurassic Park / Jurassic World movies they appeared in. We've got B.D. Wong, Jeff Goldblum, and Laura Dern. Which number is different? You all are super split with your responses here, almost equal between all three of these individuals. It is close, I'll tell you. B.D. Wong was in the first Jurassic Park, then returned for all three of the Jurassic World movies. So he's been in 4. Jeff Goldblum was in the first Jurassic Park, then Jurassic World, and then 2 of, pardon me, he was in the Lost World, Jurassic Park. Then he was in the 2 Jurassic World movies, Fallen Kingdom and Dominion. So he was also in 4. So B.D. Wong and Jeff Goldblum are the 2 that are the same, while Laura Dern has been in 3 Jurassic Park / Jurassic World films. Those include Jurassic Park 3, and Jurassic World Dominion. Look at those scores. I don't know that I've ever seen a question be more equally split than that. 32% of you put Laura Dern. It was tricky. Also, for the very first time ever, I would like to introduce you to our theme for season 58 of NYC Trivia League. For the first time ever, you have just been Goldbloomed. That is right. You have been Goldbloomed. This is going to be our theme for the entirety of next season. Every single time you play with us, the great, the extraordinarily silly Jeff Goldblum is going to come up in one way or another. Get ready, everybody. It is so on being Goldbloomed for the entirety of next season. All right. Our next question in this round, we got a couple more, then we're moving into round number 2. Here it is, question 9. Number of full-length published novels written. Sylvia Plath, Joseph Heller, Oscar Wilde, and Emily Bronte. What number is different? 3 of these authors only wrote one novel in their lifetime. Those novels, Wuthering Heights, The Bell Jar, and The Picture of Dorian Gray, while Catch 22 author Joseph Heller wrote 7 novels. Joseph Heller is the person who's different there. And our final question in this sorry, wrong number themed round, the number of federal holidays. According to the U.S. Office of Personnel Management, May, June, February, January, which of those has a different number? I've got an answer for you all. According to the US Office of Personnel Management, the month of May contains just Memorial Day. The month of June contains just Juneteenth. The month of February contains Washington's birthday, while the month of January has both New Year's Day and Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. January is your correct answer for question number 10. That brings us to the end of our first round of the game. Let's check in with our top team scores as we head into round number 2. We currently have a tie for 9th place with 6 points each between Not Enough Urkels, Solo Nidhogg, the Blue Shells, Socially Distant, Platinum Stance, Woo, and the Quizlamic State, as well as Bodega Cats on the Laptop and Puzzled Potato Pals. Tied in 5th with 7 points, Team 578. Han, still solo. We Drink and We Know Things, and Uma Thermos. Tied in 3rd with 8 points, Avis and Bobo and Pizza Butts. And tied for the lead with 9 points each, we have Jack Ash Incorporated and the Helsinki Syndrome. Great first round. No perfect scores. So much game to go, everybody. Let's dive right on in to our second category of the evening. In round number 2, we're talking all about the top 10 teams. I am so grateful to every single team who played with us in season 57. And in this round, we're going to celebrate our wonderful teams here tonight. I wish that we could celebrate every single team who played with us this season, but alas, there are not 70, 80, I don't know how many questions in this round. We do have 10 questions, however. And so, to honor our top 10 teams, we do have a special question dedicated to each of those top 10 teams. The questions in this round are very, very loosely based on their team names. Do not worry if you're not in the top 10. It has nothing to do with anything too specific about them. So they're not going to have a leg up as people who ended up in the top 10. And hopefully it incentivizes people to aim for that top 10 next season. And maybe we'll do it again if it's a hit. Let's get into it. Congratulations to our top 10 teams in season 57. Here's our first question in round number 2. What rhyming brand of pretzels owned by Frito-Lay used to say America's #1 pretzel on its bag, even though as of 2014 by US sales, they were the #2 pretzel brand behind Snyder's of Hanover? Name that rhyming pretzel brand. got an answer for you all for number one, that rhyming brand of pretzels owned by Frito-Lay. It's rolled gold, rolled gold. And that first one, a shout out to an excellent snack in pretzels. Two for the drinks, two for the snacks, who, as I mentioned earlier, finished in first place in season 57. Our second question in this round, you will notice that our round numbers are going to continue to not match up. Sorry, I missed that as I was setting up the quiz here. But, you know, it's the content is correct, even if the round titles say the wrong number. Question two, Peter Dinklage portrayed a trophy hunter named Scourge, the leader of the Terror Cons, in what 2023 movie? Our second place team in season 57, We Drink and We Know Things, a name based on a line from Tyrion Lannister on Game of Thrones, of course, famously played by Peter Dinklage, who also played Scourge in Transformers Rise of the Beasts. It was a tricky one, but 39% of you got that one right. Question number three. The result of 2 years of peace negotiations in 1948, the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo was ratified by the United States Senate, ending what war? The Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo ended the Mexican American War. Mexican American, your correct answer for number three. And it being a peace negotiation, that is a shout out there to the team Pieced It Together, who came in third place this past season. Question number four. What current US Treasury Secretary announced in January that the US government is making a new effort to unmask shell company owners? Name that Treasury Secretary. The current US Treasury Secretary is Janet Yellen. Janet Yellen, your correct response for number four. Unmasking those shell company owners like the Blue Shells. Blue Shells, our fourth place team in season 57. Question number five. What My Name is Earl actor voiced the character Syndrome in Pixar's The Incredibles? Syndrome in The Incredibles, voiced by My Name is Earl actor Jason Lee. Jason Lee, professional skateboarder. And of course, Syndrome is a shout out to the Helsinki Syndrome, who came in 5th place this past season. Question number 6. In May 1978, what musical review that pays tribute to the music of Fats Waller and is named for one of his songs debuted on Broadway and went on to win 3 Tony Awards? That musical review that pays tribute to the music of Fats Waller and is named for one of his songs, it's Ain't Misbehavin'. Ain't Misbehavin', your correct response for number 6. And this question is a tribute to the team 578. Team 578, a shout out since it came out in May of 1978. Question number 7. Released in 2019, Rachel, Jack, and Ashley 2 was a season 5 episode of what anthology series featuring Miley Cyrus as a fictional pop star? We were split here between Hannah Montana, which is not the answer, though she does play a fictional pop star there. But this particular anthology series of 2019 is Black Mirror. She was on an episode of Black Mirror. And this question, a shout out to the team Jack Ash Incorporated, who finished up season 57 in 7th place. Our 8th place team's tribute question. What series of high fantasy novels, originally created by Robert Jordan, features entries like The Eye of the World, The Great Hunt, and The Dragon Reborn? Our 8th place team in season 57, The Winning Wheel of Death, which is paid tribute to here with The Wheel of Time. The Wheel of Time is that fantasy novel series, now a television series as well. 2 more questions in this round. Here's number 9. What actress and writer released a 2015 collection of humorous essays entitled Why Not Me? A follow up to her 2011 memoir, Is Everyone Hanging Out Without Me? Why Not Me? A tribute to our team, Why Not Zoidberg, who came in ninth place in season 57. Why Not Me is by Mindy Kaling. Mindy Kaling is your correct answer for number 9. And our final question of this round. What toy company, known for their child sized red and yellow Cozy Coupe toy car and turtle shaped sandbox, was purchased by the company Rubbermaid in 1984? Rubbermaid, inspiring our 10th place team in season 57, the Rubber Yolks. And that company bought by Rubbermaid in 1984 is Little Tykes. Little Tykes. It was tricky, but 39% of you got that one right. Yeah, well done there. On to our score update as we reach the halfway point of this evening's quiz. In 10th right now with 14 points, Avis and Bobo tied in 5th with 15. The Blue Shells, Team 578, the Quizlamic State, Why Not Zoidberg, and Pieced It Together, tied in 2nd with 17. Hans, still solo, We Drink and We Know Things, and Jack Ash Incorporated. And in the lead right now with 18 points, the Helsinki Syndrome. Before we get into round number 3, a very special player spotlight this evening. Let us all join together in wishing a happy birthday to Rosemary of Trivia Rocks. Happy birthday, Rosemary. Thank you so much for playing with us here on your birthday and also for playing with us for several years now. We are so grateful. I love the photo over here. Peter and I were so happy to meet you last summer. Rosemary is joining us from Brooklyn, New York. Rosemary acts as the guest service representative at the American Museum of Natural History. Rosemary's favorite trivia topics include 70s and 80s trivia. Rosemary's a huge fan of the rock group Kiss, loves playing Neopets, and also Frank McCourt was Rosemary's creative writing teacher when Rosemary attended Stuyvesant High School as a teenager. That leads us to our very special bonus question of the night, which, as usual, as a player spotlight, is not worth any points, but let's see if you can guess correctly for Rosemary here on her birthday. Frank McCourt wrote a number of books, including Angela's Ashes. Please name the 2 other McCourt brothers who also wrote books. Let's see how you did. See if you know those McCourt brothers. Rosemary knows, so we've got at least one person with the correct answer. A few of you trickling in with the right answers here. Those brothers of Frank McCourt are Malachi and Alfie. Malachi and Alfie McCourt. Well done to those of you who pulled that off. Happy birthday again, Rosemary. We're so grateful that you're playing with us here tonight, and I hope that this added a little bit of extra joy to your day. Let's get into our third round of the game, everybody. Round number 3 tonight is in the category of Name the Athlete. It is time for the picture round. In this category, you are going to see 10 images of famous athletes, and it is your job to name the individual based on their picture. I'm going to give you all 5 minutes on the clock to identify these people. At the end of the 5 minutes, we'll go over our correct answers. Then we're going to move into our final round of the game. Let's do it. Looking for the names of these famous athletes. Order matters, everybody. Good luck. See you in 5 minutes. Hi, everybody. We are halfway through the picture round. Hope it's going all right. I know some of you not thrilled that it's about sports, but I did help you out with one of these as a hint here this evening. So maybe that will assist you. 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock, and we'll find out how you did. Good luck. It's happening, everyone. It's almost that 5-minute mark. If you haven't done so already, please make sure you click submit answers. We'll find out how you did very soon. I've got some answers for you all in this famous athletes themed round. Image number 1, that is Serena Williams. Image number 2, that is Lindsey Vonn. Image number 3, you're going to see Simone Biles. Image number 4, that is Danica Patrick. Image number 5 is Maria Sharapova. Image number 6 is Alex Morgan. Image number 7 is Allie Reisman. Image number 8, that is Sana Newell. Sana Newell is your answer there. Image number 9. This one was my hint of the night. If you all follow me on Instagram at Trivia Meredith, you would have dug a little bit into the world of competitive ping pong, table tennis, specifically in China. That is Ding Ming is your correct answer. Ding Ning is your correct answer. And our final image there, that is golfer Michelle Y. Michelle Y, your answer. All right, let's see how you all did in this round, entering in your answers officially. The toughest one, Sana Newell, 7% of you got that one right. So not an antisocial, but definitely tricky. And Ding Ning continued to be tricky, even with my hint. Follow me. I will help you. I promise. Just a little bit. Next hint coming 1 week from today. And right now, let's check in with our standings as we head into our final round of the night. Currently, in 10th place, we have a tie with 22 points between the Blue Shells and Winning Wheel of Death. In 9th with 23, Avis and Bobo. Tied in 3rd with 24, Team 578. Hans Still Solo, The Quizlamic State, Jackass Incorporated, Why Not Zoidberg, and Pieced It Together. In 2nd place with 26 points, We Drink and We Know Things. And in the lead with 28 points, The Helsinki Syndrome. It all comes down to our odd one out style round. Many of you who've played in our virtual championships in the past are familiar with this style of round. Let me refresh your memories or tell you for the first time if you have yet to play one of these. In this round, every single question is going to have 3 multiple choice options. 2 of those 3 multiple choice options are correct answers. So for each question, you can guess up to 2 answers. If you get 2 answers and both of them are correct, you get 2 points. If you guess 2 answers and one of those is incorrect, you get 0 points for that question. If you guess 1 and one of them is correct, you get that 1 point. So you can hedge your bets and simply guess 1 question for one answer for 1 point. Or if you want to get a little risky, go for that 2-pointer. We've got 10 questions in this round. Let's get into round 4, question number 1. Best of luck in this category, everybody. Here we go. Which 2 of the following are subtitles of movies in the Friday the 13th franchise? We've got Jason in Space, Jason Takes Manhattan, and Jason Lives. Once again, you can choose up to 2. If both of them are right, you get 2 points. If one of those is wrong, you get 0 points. If you guess 1 and that 1 is right, you get 1 point. Friday the 13th, Part 6 is called Jason Lives, released in 1986. So Friday the 13th, Part 8 is called Jason Takes Manhattan. The one that does not exist is Jason in Space, though Jason does go to space, but that movie is called Jason X. You did well there. Our second question in this odd one out round. Which two of the following scientific laws directly relate to gases and were incorporated into the ideal gas law? Those two scientific laws that relate to gases are Boyle's law and Avogadro's law. Snell's law is related to light and optics. That one a little trickier, but 95% of you knew Boyle's law was related to gases, so well done on that one. Question number 3, which two of the following are names for fish traditionally served in a sushi dish? Maguro is a type of tuna. Saba is a type of mackerel, while gari is the name for the pickled ginger that is served alongside sushi dishes. 51% of you went for that gari in the mix. Tricky, tricky, but 78% of you knew that maguro was a type of fish. Question 4. Which two of the following musical artists have guest starred on the TV show Abbott Elementary? We've got Questlove, Leslie Odom Jr., and Vince Staples. I have an answer for you all for question number 4. I know Rosemary is a fan of Abbott Elementary, as am I. It appears as though quite a few of you are as well. Leslie Odom Jr. did appear on Abbott Elementary as a charter school owner named Draymond. Vince Staples played Janine's love interest Mo, while Questlove has yet to appear on the series. Hope it happens. Bradley Cooper just did on Sunday, apparently. Question 5. Which two of the following South American countries border Lake Titicaca? We've got Peru, Chile, and Bolivia. Lake Titicaca to the west is surrounded by Peru, and to the east is surrounded by Bolivia. Chile being your odd one out for question number 5. We've got 5 more questions in this round, so 10 points on the line. And then, of course, we'll close out with a tiebreaker question. As always, here's question 6. Which two of the following countries have hosted at least one Winter Olympics? Austria, Belgium, and Switzerland. St. Moritz, Switzerland hosted the Winter Olympic Games in 1928 as well as 1948. Innsbruck, Austria also hosted the Winter Olympics in 1964 and 1976, while Belgium has yet to host the Winter Olympics. Belgium did host the Summer Olympic Games in 1920 in Antwerp. Question number 7. Which two of the following singers are members of the country supergroup The High Women? Casey Musgraves, Maren Morris, and Brandi Carlile. That country supergroup, The High Women, is composed of Natalie Henby, Amanda Shires, Brandi Carlile, and Maren Morris. Casey Musgraves, not part of The High Women. Question number 8. Which two of the following organizations have been awarded a Nobel Peace Prize? Doctors Without Borders, Amnesty International, or World Central Kitchen? 2 of them have. Which 2 are they? Two of those organizations have been awarded a Nobel Peace Prize. In 1977, nope. Not them. Amnesty International, 1977, while in 1999, Doctors Without Borders won the Nobel Peace Prize. World Central Kitchen has yet to win that award. Question number 9. Which two of the following are names of towns in Narnia in C.S. Lewis's Chronicles of Narnia? Baruna, Beaver's Dam, Belagost. Excellent question coming in from Rosemary. As far as I know, there is no Oscars recap happening on the movie quiz feed this evening. The movie quiz is on hiatus at the moment, but if there is some sort of recap going on, I'm sure Chris will have posted about it on his Instagram at Trivia Man. So I would check there to make absolutely certain. But as far as I know, there is nothing going on this evening. Your correct answers for number 9, those places in Narnia are Baruna and Beaver's Dam. Belagost is a J.R.R. Tolkien location, home to some dwarves. Our final question of the game, except for the tiebreaker, here it is, number 10. Which two of the following words spelled in American English include an additional letter O when traditionally spelled in British English? Leukemia, diarrhea, estrogen. Let's get diarrhea out of the way. And let me tell you, diarrhea does have an additional O in it. Diarrhoea in British English. Estrogen is the other. In British English, it is spelled Oestrogen, while leukemia has an extra A in it. Leukemia. How'd you do? I hope well. Let's get into our tiebreaker question, then we'll check in with our final standings this evening. As always, your tiebreaker is going to have a number as an answer, and your goal as you place your response to this tiebreaker is to see how closely you can get to the correct answer. I will crunch the results as soon as I'm able and post our final standings for tonight's game on our Instagram at NYC Trivia League. We'll find out momentarily how you did. Here's your question. Give us your best guess. How much money in USD combined did the 3 Chronicles of Narnia movies, 2005, 2008, and 2010, make at the worldwide box office? The first of these Narnia movies definitely made the most by far, diminishing returns from there. In total, at the worldwide box office, those three movies brought in $1,580,364,900, which I'm happy to say nobody got exactly correct. That's great. Happy to see that. Let's check in with our final standings of the evening for tonight's virtual King's Cup Tournament of Champions for season 57. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you had a great time playing with us this evening, as well as throughout the entirety of season 57. I wouldn't be here doing this if it weren't for all of you. So thank you so much. And season 58 is getting started 1 week from today. That's going to be Wednesday, March 20th at 8 o'clock Eastern time, right here in our usual place of quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Let's check in with our top teams from tonight. Finishing in a tie for 19th place with 29 points. Congratulations, the randiest Nando, and socially distant. Finishing in 18th place with 30 points. Catman Don't. Tied in 16th with 32, the Blue Shells and Puzzled Potato Pals. In 13th place, we've got a tie this evening with 34 points each between Jive Turkeys, Uma Thermos, Home is Where the Shark Is. Tied in 11th with 35, Swearwolves and Winning Wheel of Death. Tied in 7th with tied in 8th with 37 points. The Book Club, Why Not Zoidberg, and Pieced It Together. Tied in 6th place with 38 points, Avis and Bobo and the Quizlamic State. In 5th place tonight with 39 points, Jack Ash Incorporated. Tied in 3rd with 40 points, Team 578 and Han Still Solo. In 2nd place tonight with 46 points. They were in 2nd place through the season as well. Well played. We drink and we know things. And we've got a true winner this evening, earning those emoji crowns for next season 58. Congratulations go to the Helsinki Syndrome. Well played, the Helsinki Syndrome. Thanks again for playing, everybody. It's been real. I appreciate every single one of you. I hope you have a great rest of your evening and a happy St. Patrick's Day. I'll see you 1 week from today as we launch season 58. Until then, be well, everyone, and good night.